Hi everyone, so today I've decided to do another video for you, and this video would probably be very helpful for those who are going to be a new mom. And this is all based on my observation with Anish in the last 3 months. So a few baby hacks and mommy hacks that you guys can take in and apply, whichever that may work, whichever that may not work, then you guys can just scrap it off. Okay, so next baby hack would be, especially for newborns, okay, within the 5 to 7 days. These guys, babies have got umbilical cord, right? So in the beginning stage, I had difficulties because the diaper would go over the umbilical cord, and then you would not be able to secure the diaper. And then with the some research that I did, so what you can actually do is, this is the front part of the diaper where it goes above on the baby's tummy. You guys can actually just cut a notch here, so you can fold this onto the inwards, and this window will actually be available for the umbilical cord to have no disruptions over that area. And I thought it was really helpful. Another interesting baby hack would be if you have a baby boy. All right, if you have a baby boy in the very beginning stage, I was being pooed on and peed on, and he spits on super regularly. I mean, I think spits, poos, it kind of happens with baby boy or girl, but the baby boy would actually urinate as soon as you remove the diaper. And I was trying to find out a few hacks on what we can do to avoid that from happening, or to reduce the number of time it happens, because we got to constantly keep changing our outfits, myself, my husband, my mom, so, or whoever who's doing the diaper change. So as I was doing the research, or as I was just looking through the net and finding out, if you could take a wet wipe, okay, the regular wet wipe that you use for your baby, it could be whatever brand, take it, and then you can just rub onto the lower belly part of your baby before you remove the diaper, or before you do the change. That would actually promote your baby to urinate in the diaper before you open it up, and that will eliminate them from peeing on you or doing a shoot at you. So you don't want that to happen. This hack kind of worked for me. I do it all the time, and fingers crossed it doesn't happen anymore. So Anish don't really shoot at us pretty much no more. So that kind of worked really well. And so remember to take the wet wipes, rub it under the lower part of their tummy, and then wait for a couple of minutes, and then you can do your diaper change as usual, and that should work. So my suggestion would be having a small mini, you can even use a basket or a mini size basket. So I have this is like an organizer. I can, if I want to travel with it, I would travel with it, and if I want to go out quickly, I didn't have the time to change, I would just carry this and I will leave the house. So this is something that I got from Lazada. You guys can actually look it up for baby organizer bag, I think, if I'm not wrong. And the good thing I like about this is I don't have to zip this 100 times. It's all there. I can just pull out whatever I want. So in the living room, I have one of this. So it has diapers, a few diapers that you can replenish as you finish. I also have this one here. This is actually a disposable changing mat. So in the changing room, Anish has got his own station with the changing table, with the changing mat and everything. But in the living room, in case you run out of time, you don't want to run into your room to do your changes, so I have this disposable changing piece that you can actually just lay it down and then put the baby on, do your changes, and then you can throw this away. So I got this from Lazada, and it was really, really cheap. It came in a big whole pack like this. I think it was 100 pieces in there, and I'm sure this can last you. And I highly recommend you guys to bring this along in your baby's changing bag, just so for hygiene reasons. You don't want to put your baby anywhere onto a bad place, so you might want to protect it with a layer. If you have something else, then yes, go ahead and do it, but this is so easy. You can just use it and throw it away, and it also helps you to maintain a good hygiene, so why not? And so I've got that too in my temporary changing station for Anish. And then he's got his white cloth, so you don't want to run to the room each and every time to get one. Maybe 1 or 2 pairs for him to change in case stains get on onto his outfits. A swaddle or a handkerchief or a blanket if you want to keep one with you, in case if they fall asleep in the hall, in the living room, you just want to grab it out and just swaddle him or wrap him, or your child. And then you can have like I have my baby balm, where it's a cleanser. You can just spray it on and cleanse it. And good thing about Offspring is also because why I like it is also because they have like small packs of wet tissues, wet wipes. So I just take one and I put it in here. And then your creams, if you want to have your lotions and your nappy balms or whatever. So basically this is what, like, I have a mini changing station. And I also have this was actually gifted by my friend, and then I ordered a few of them in Lazada. It's available, you guys can look for it. So it has like mini disposable bags, so once you change your diaper, you don't have to really look for a bag for it. So it's attached to the bag, so I can just remove this, like, take one piece, put the dirty diaper in it, and then I'm done. I can just throw it away in the big bin later on, so you won't stain, or it's also to take care of your hygiene. So this is really a helpful organizer that you might want to get it. It's really cheap, below 20 ringgit if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, if I want to walk out, or I have an emergency, I have to leave the house in a very quick time, then I just gotta grab this and take the baby with me and leave. I don't really need to like take time and pack my bag separately. This is for emergency, it helps. So a lot of babies go through a phase where their dry skins or the dry cells will actually peel off, the good thing is Anish didn't have to go through, like, he didn't have severe skin falling outs or dry skins. He had pretty good skin, fine skin, so I didn't really need to work so hard on his maintaining his skin. However, if your baby is going through a dry skin condition, this is the two things that you might want to apply. It's pretty safe. It's either you guys can use coconut oil. What you can do is take a toothbrush, dip in your toothbrush into the coconut oil, and just gently rub on the areas where there's dry skins or dry patches on your baby skin. Or alternatively, you can also use olive oil, and the good thing about it is these are natural ingredient. Okay, so it is supposed to help your baby if at all you come to a point where no creams are working, none of the whatever creams that you buy in the shop is not working for your baby. So these are the alternatively two products that I can recommend you: a coconut oil or olive oil that you can actually massage through your baby's body, just so you can maintain the silky and the smoothness of your baby's skin. So I hope this was a good sharing session. I try to share as much as I can over the time. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys need to know more. I'll definitely try and let you guys know. Hope you guys enjoyed. So thank you for listening. Bye guys. Hi everyone. So today I've decided to do another video for you, and this video would probably be very helpful for those who are going to be a new mom. And this is all based on my observation with Anish in the last 3 months. So a few baby hacks and mommy hacks that you guys can take in and apply, whichever that may work, whichever that may not work, then you guys can just scrap it off. Cues when they do oohs or ahs, some babies may be grunting, so it is so important that you take note of your baby's cues. So sometimes when they do ooh, ah, and stuff like that in the very beginning stage, that means they can be a little tired. They're telling you like they want to probably go to sleep, and it is so important that we pay attention to newborns cues, especially if they are sleepy. You might as well want to take real-time initiative to go in and put them to sleep, or start rocking them and do whatever you have to do to put your babies to sleep, depending on different babies. So reading babies' communications and the cues are really important. That would be the first one that I would want to say. And if you notice your baby is a little grunting, or showing a little uncomfortable feeling, or they're being a little fussy, that could be mainly due to gas. that could have been trapped. So you might want to put them up and try burping them to do a release of gas. So that could be one of the reason. Anish, in the very beginning's time, Anish used to get a little fussy about some especially after feeding, or sometimes it just happens again and again. All I used to do is just take him up, put him upright, and try and burp him, and so that would actually help him to release gas, and he would be all right the next minute. So that is that. If you notice your child is sneezing a little too much, based on the research that I've done, it's actually due to overstimulating or baby being a little overtired. So the moment the baby is overstimulated or a little overtired, they're going to have a hard time to go to sleep, because they're obviously overtired. So you might want to take note of that as well. So because for a newborn, sleep is at most important, because when they sleep, you get to sleep. So pay very close attention to these cues. If you also notice baby is turning, being fussy, they're turning left and right, being very anxious, that means that could actually mean that they're hungry. So, and at the same time, at any point of time, if you're not sure of their cues, you just don't know what is wrong, or you just don't understand what they're trying to tell you, the first thing first, I would say, offer them a feed. So if you're breastfeeding, then just offer them. If you bottle feed them, just offer the bottle. And do understand that as a newborn, they eat a lot. So Anish used to drink a lot, and he's a milk baby, and it kind of helps. So when I wasn't sure of what he wants, and I wasn't sure of his communication style or his cues, the first thing I do is to offer him milk, and he would just take in and relax and calm himself. And so another thing is that you can also offer a pacifier to a baby if you find your baby not being able to calm. Unfortunately, Anish rejects pacifier, so you guys might want to do your own finding, remove it through the bottom, and in that way it kind of helped. And because I found this, it is so much easier. Anish is no longer a crying baby when I put on his clothes on, because it kind of goes in from the bottom and it can be removed from the bottom. So that was something really interesting that I found, and I never changed the way I put on his clothes these days. All right, so next will be a very interesting point I would want to highlight, and maybe you mommies, you can take this into consideration, is setting a few changing stations and in your house. So it could be next to your bed, like your bed. Probably in the night you might want to do diaper change. You don't have to like wake up, take the baby to your changing station, and then on the lights and do the changes. But if you can set up a mini changing station just next to your bed, it would be much easier for you to just get things done there and there. Or even in the living room, so you don't have to walk into your room each and every time. So my suggestion here is this